Hey everybody! So I bet you're wondering how we got here. And I did record some clips from the beginning of our session yesterday. Unfortunately, there were so many of us on Discord and logging into the server that my footage is really laggy. I did go through it. I am going to show you what little bits and pieces I was able to salvage. I absolutely had a feeling that there were going to be some issues, and apparently, some of the newer server mates can't see other people's skins. But yeah, this is the start of season 2 on the Mad Miner server.
World, at least.
This is going to be where our spawn is. We've got about 2,000 blocks to travel to the large swamp area I have set out for my base, where we're going to build our starter base and all of our other
Maybe people have
all of our other stuff. Good. Hey everybody! So we're about 3.5 hours into the server being live now, and as you can see, I am fully kitted out with iron gear. Everybody's been having fun. Most of us have found some sort of diamonds. I haven't gone all the way down to diamond layer yet. We have this too. Let me show you. So I have been busy. So we have all of these lovely... Uh-oh. Looks like Coop found a quote-unquote diamond ore vein that was just one. I found a few of those when I was doing hardcore streams on Twitch on Java version, and I would get so excited I would see diamonds, and it would literally just be one diamond block, which is a little disappointing, but you're still getting some diamonds, which is pretty awesome, in my opinion. So we've got some chickens here, we've got some sheepies there, and we've got some cows over there. And then back here, I found there's this little hole here behind this little hill where we're going to build our starter base on top of. So I figured it was a perfect little spot to put our little starter farm. So this is actually going to be our second Minecraft actual night, because we've been kind of in B-dubs mode where everybody's sleeping like every time the sun goes down. But I just had my first night where I was killing mobs last night, and maybe, fingers crossed, someone won't sleep. But if they do, they sleep. It's okay. We'll have some time where we're alone on the server, and if we want it to be night and we don't want them to sleep, we can always just ask nicely too. But I'm not really that concerned with it this early in the game. Yep, see, there's Smile sleeping. We've been right on top of it. Even I was sleeping pretty much nonstop there to try and grind out as much as I could without having to worry about mobs coming up behind me and biting me in the butt. So we've got our 3 main types of mobs here, or passive mobs for food. I'm trying to breed them up. Just kind of grinding things out, to be completely honest with you. That's why I haven't really I've been shutting the recording off, because I'm just grinding, literally grinding. I'm going to need a lot of wood to build this starter base. It's going to be really awesome. Sequestered a couple of villagers over there in that village, and maybe we'll make a raid farm off in the distance or something. I'm not quite sure. But I do have plans to pull 2 of those villagers out of the plains and make them be the start of a custom swamp village that we're going to build here in the swamp, along with a large factory complex. Yes, I'm sorry. So I was trying really hard. You'll see there's this bee's nest here, and I put this flower next to this birch sapling, and I was really hoping a bee nest would form, and one did. So I'm really hoping we get some bees and we can breed them up. I don't see any bees out here yet though, but maybe they're still in there and they're just working. But I'll place a couple more flowers around there. We'll do that right now. So in the early stages, when we were all still at spawn, I was grabbing a lot of these flowers here. because I'm going to be doing dyes and wool and flowers like I did last season in a store. I've got all sorts of plans. I've got all sorts of ideas and things that I want to do, and I can't wait to share those with you guys. And I can't wait to kind of grind away and just kind of make all this stuff happen. I'm really amped. We've got a lot of really great players on the server this season. We had a lot of great players last season. Most of them came back. A few haven't yet. They may still in the future. But yeah, I'm super duper excited. I'm sorry I'm talking like a mile a minute. I'm just really excited. I've got so many plans. There they are. Look at the bees. Sorry, I'm really excited. Oh yes. Bees. Sorry about that. I was just super excited. So, yeah, I'm going to grind away because I need lots of spruce wood, lots of oak. We need some birch wood. We need stone bricks, which is going to be a lot of cobblestone we're going to have to smelt down probably. Really hope that you folks are super duper excited too to see everything that we're going to do on this on the server this season. My cat is yelling at me right now. But yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm going to keep grinding away here in the swamp, breeding up more animals, breeding more crops, growing more crops, and just literally chopping down a metric buck ton of trees because we're gonna need so much wood to build this starter base, but it is going to be so fantastic and so perfect, and I can't wait. Hey everybody. So we're now 6 hours in from the beginning of the new session on the Mad Miners SMP. We're about 3 hours in from the last time I kind of gave you guys an update on how we're doing here. I know I said that we were going to start the starter base. That is still the plan for this episode. But full disclosure, I do deal with ADHD, so my brain tends to wander and my thoughts tend to be a little scattered. So the way I do things tend to be a little more chaotic, which is a positive and a negative because it keeps things fresh. But it's also hard to make sure that I'm staying on task enough that it's interesting and entertaining, and enjoyable for everybody to watch and for me to do. So I have a list of things that I want to do this season, big projects and small projects and community events. I'm really excited to share all of that with all of you folks. And I have actually gathered enough diamonds to make an enchantment table, which we have here with two lowly little bookshelves. We're working on getting the rest of those. We need to breed up some more cows. But unfortunately, right now we've ran out of wheat. We are still planning on building the starter base later in this episode. Things are just kind of flipping and taking a different priority. I realized after looking through an itemized list of everything that we're going to need for the starter base that it is a lot. It is a lot. And we're going to need sharpness and probably unbreaking on some axes. And we're probably going to need some other enchantments on some other gear before we start really breaking into that for our starter base. Alrighty, everybody. I think we finally have all of the stuff we need to make our starter base. This is a starter base idea that was put out by It's Rusty Guy. He's a Russian YouTuber, and it is the Baba Yaga fairy house. It's the iconic witch hut on chicken legs, and I'm really excited to build it as my starter base. It is pretty big. All right, so you'll notice I have on my hotbar here a bunch of different types of birchwood. I've got some birchwood, which used to be just what birchwood was called back in the day. And then they added this four-sided texture you can make where the wood has the log texture on all the sides instead of the cut texture on the top and the bottom. So we're going to need some of those. We're going to need some of the normal birch logs, some birch slabs, some planks, and some stairs to make the chicken legs, because the birch is going to be used for the chicken legs. You could probably swap the birch out for like acacia if you wanted to give it like an orangey colored feet, But I'm gonna go pretty faithful to the tutorial that Rusty put out, and we're gonna do white for the birch legs, and I will bring you folks right back in as soon as I got those built up. Alrighty, everybody. As you can see behind me, we got some chicken legs. Or a pretty decent Minecraft facsimile of what chicken legs might look like. So what the next step is we're going to build the base. This is all the birch wood we're going to have to worry about using is just making these legs here. There isn't any more birch wood used in the build as far as I can remember. But yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to build the base up there on the chicken legs, and then we're going to build the cabin on top of that. Hey everybody. So I had to move back a little bit to actually show you what we're doing now, because it's starting to get big. Like I said, it is a pretty big build. You'll see that dirt tower there in the front. It is 10 blocks tall, and that is actually where the porch is going to be. So the porch itself is 10 blocks off the ground. I have some slime. I might make a slime block and a sticky piston and see if I can make like a little really simple slime block launcher to like launch you up into it. If I can't, I might just do this but with wood blocks or something, or I might do like a little staircase up. I haven't really decided, mostly because I'm really hoping that the slime block launcher that I want to do will work. So let's take a quick little look. You can see it's getting pretty big. So this is the chicken legs like we talked, and then this is the base. And now next we're going to start building the walls for the first floor, and then the walls for the second floor, and then the roof will go on. But yeah, it is a pretty massive starter base. It's going to have lots of room on the inside. Yeah, I really like how it's coming along. I hope you folks are enjoying how it's coming along too. Hey again, everybody. Oh my gosh, as you can see, the starter base is really starting to look less and less like a starter base. I'm still calling it a starter base. We're calling it a scar, quote, scar level starter base, or like hermit level starter base, because there isn't really a whole lot about it that's starter. It took a lot of resources gathering all the different wood types. Luckily, it's mostly wood types. There is some other stuff thrown in, but yeah, as you can see, it is starting to come along, and I'm really excited to share this all with all of you folks. I'm super excited at how nicely it's turning out, and the next step is going to be the roof, and then things really start getting crazy from there. And hopefully I don't die a ton. Hopefully. Okay, so we're gonna get back at it, and I will bring you folks back in a little while. Just for those that are curious, currently, entire building time has been about an hour and a half. It's taken me about an hour and a half to get to this point. I haven't been building straight through all of that time. I have been taking small little breaks, go use the restroom, grab a drink, stuff like that. But we're at about an hour and a half build time so far. We have the roof and the front and the back of the building left to do, and then the interior, which Rusty's design doesn't have an interior on it. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because we can whip up our own interior. I kind of have an idea for what I'm gonna do, and I'll be showing you folks all of that once we get to that point too. But I really hope you're enjoying this, and I'll be right back with you. Slowly but surely, it is coming along. We now have a roof frame and the upper windows finished. All I have to do is put on the rest of the roof, and then do the front of the build and the back of the build. And I think rather than keep doing this start go, we're just going to leave it here, and I'm just going to wait to bring you folks in for the big reveal. Oh, wow. It has been about 5.5 hours I've been recording. I have been taking small breaks, um, but it's taken about a majority of that 5.5 hours to get this completed. And I made a fancy slime block launcher there on the front. But even in getting this finished, the interior, there is no interior. And if you watch Rusty's tutorial, he actually doesn't do an interior. I have a little sign here just warning people, make sure you stand near the front of the machine or you might bonk your head. And yeah, it's pretty empty in here right now. I gotta finish the fireplace, which is also not finished in Rusty's tutorial. But again, like I said, it's because the whole interior on his is completely empty. There's nothing in it at all. So we'll have to handle that for the most part, which isn't an issue. I'm pretty good at doing interiors. It's gonna be pretty large for a starter base. I did do this a little bit differently. He doesn't have a back door. I'm including a little back door for when I get an elytra, so I can get to and from in and out from both ways, including through these balconies up here. See if I can close that. Aha! So, just got to get things moved in, but I figured rather than for y'all or for myself, we're gonna do that in the next episode. I'm gonna call it good here. I really hope you enjoyed watching all of our early day shenanigans. It's actually only been 3 days IRL since we launched the server on Sunday. It's now Tuesday. And we're gonna have tacos tonight for dinner, which is totally awesome. But I really hope you enjoyed seeing the early game shenanigans that I got into and saw the first day shenanigans with trying to get everybody situated or get everybody on the server, rather. And yeah, I'm going to have weekly episodes out at least for you folks. And I really hope that you have a wonderful day and a beautiful tomorrow. And we'll see you in the next video. Later.